What were you doing right before you went to war?
Working in the woods, in the logging camp. I think I was 19, and I graduated from high school. We lived on a community called Michigan Hill, between Rochester and Centralia. When Brother John went to work in the veneer plant, he bought us a big radio, but then we'd have to, it'd run off in a car battery, and then we could play that till the car battery went dead. And then we'd have to wait till Dad went to town, leave it there for a week, and then he'd go back and get then we'd have radio again.
How did you get called to serve?
Drafted. They were just drafting up to 21s, and then when they started drafting 18s, then I was in the first group of them to go. Well, you had to go, I mean, you had no choice. They told you to go, so you went.
What branch of service were you in?
It was the Army. First I went to California, Camp Roberts, and then back to Camp Livingston, Louisiana, and then we went from there over to Hawaiian Islands, and from the Hawaiian Islands we went down to New Guinea to the Leyte, and then from Leyte to Luzon in the Philippines.
What were the travel conditions like?
Well, on the ship we went over on seas, it was, if I remember right, it was supposed to be one of these luxury liners, and when it was loaded to go on a trip, it had 700 and some people on it, and we had 5,000 and some troops on it.
Wow.
Like in the alleyways where they walked down to their bedrooms, well, they had one line of bunks on one side of that went clear up. There were probably, I mean, maybe 5 high that slept in the alleyways that way, on bunks they had set up. We never had no bathroom facilities at all on it. So they took a nail like a 2x12 along the sides, run it over the side of the ship, and that's where you used for a toilet. You had a fire hose at one end to keep flushing it all the time.
So everyone just like
Open thing on the fantail, and they just pump the water out of the sea, and you could never get clean. So in that big ship, they had a regular big kitchen, big galley because of where the travelers ate and stuff. But on the others, they had a kitchen set up out on the deck, and then you just put your mess kit, and they had them all what they call range stoves. Then you go there and get your food and go sit down someplace and eat. It was just Army chow.
How long was the trip?
Well, we left New Orleans, went down through the Panama Canal, then Hawaii was 17 days. And then we left Hawaii and went to New Guinea, it was 17 days.
Before this trip, where was the furthest place from home you had been?
Just down to Oregon.